Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Show next coming out. Here we go. Midday Money. Boy, we're going to get some college football ranting for sure right now. Let's like, share, subscribe, notification bell on here. You're on YouTube? Awesome. Hit the like button. Put the notification bell on. You don't want to miss out on look headlines tonight. Although we did our look headlines the other day for week 15, we'll run it on back. We're going to run it on back tonight for see what's changed. See what has changed. Picture in the chat. Yeah, tiebreaker. Eagles 2.5, 41.5 for the Chargers. Giovanni. You, Diane, Dana, Sushi, Flea, Robert, Richie P, and the Prince all tied. But we'll talk about that. Let's I think I get ready for some going on here. What the heck is happening? Ay. Gotta find this selection show. I know people are going to be watching that. I'm going to have to pull it up myself. Let's get some picks of them. Again, iHeartRadio after the fact. Again, tonight, look at lines. You don't miss out on that. We got the live right now. Giovanni's taking Philly -2.5. I see it. I'll get to it. All right, let's do free picks so we could get on with our lives here. Is the timer off? A stupid timer. I don't know what StreamYard doing now. All right, Vikings under 43.5. The Jets on the money line. Jaguars on the money line plus the Jaguars over 45.5. Saints plus 8.5. Cincinnati plus the 6. Bears plus 6.5. Kansas City under 41.5. There you go. There you go for some football. Again, it'll be scrolling the entire time. You can see it up top there. Whether you're on the phone version, if you're watching the phone version, great. Maybe you got the old school YouTube. It's on the bottom. It's also in the comment section there. So there is that. Your picks are in. Eagles, I got you. Michael B's in the house. Wine time is here. We got to see all these morons for college football. Here we go. Get the rants ready, fellas. Michael B, yeah, Hoosiers. I need to give the conference championship because I mean, usually the problem is you've gone from 4 teams to what now? We've bumped it up to 12. Then it's gonna be 16. Now we're 24. It didn't matter. I mean, what the hell? One. Do you remember them kicking Florida State out? Because they won, but they didn't play good enough. Alabama has 3 losses. They look like crap down the stretch. I mean, Georgia. Here's one. Do you remember Georgia getting left out of the SEC championship game? Auburn beats Alabama. Georgia regular season lost to Georgia in the SEC championship game. 3rd loss. Alabama didn't play. They got in. They didn't play good. USC lost Pac-12 championship game. They were in the top 4. Nope. Here comes Ohio State in. It's nothing new. Hasn't happened. It's happened before. Happened before. Richie P's in that. Richie, I need a pick from you. Philly and the Chargers, 2.5, 41.5. You tied with I think it was a 6-pack of people tied. Might be like Cincy today, Green Bay, the Texans, and he wants to take the Raiders. You have to like the Raiders. It's because Denver just plays down to everybody. Do we forget their Thursday night game? Do we forget that Thursday night game? No Alabama. And I've said from the playoff start, this is all about getting everybody from the SEC in. Oh, you beat Tennessee's ranked Missouri. You know, Tennessee and Missouri beat one team with a winning record all year. Why is Oklahoma in? They took Florida State out of the championship game because their offense looked bad. You see the Oklahoma offense? How are they? How are they in the playoff? How are they a lock? If you want to get rid of them and keep Alabama, I'd be fine with it. Ole Miss doesn't have a coach. How are they in? How does BYU not get a spot? If you're going to keep Alabama in, you lost to Florida State, who's 5-7. But Texas's loss to Florida is bad, even though Florida beat Florida State. It's ridiculous. One of them Markel's here. Anytime Tony's from Mike. Waller. Watson, Junkins, 2 tutties. Dawson Knox. Yeah, the Bears guy. There you go. Monaja. Kirk Herbstreit looks like he's working about 4 hours sleep, crying that Alabama's not getting in. This guy whining last night. Oh, you can't penalize a team except BYU. Ridiculous. Amika touchdown for Tampa. The picks are on. I'll put the NFL back up here that I like. This is more of me just coming in because I want to see this stupid playoff. And I don't know why. It's not like it's going to start on time. Why would it? It's this freaking ESPN. Ridiculous. Georgia dropped 1-6 from the committee for losing SEC championship game by 3. Negative rushing yards for Alabama. And they're going to get in? Negative rushing yards? Over 41.5. Gotcha. Oh, put in the wrong person there. Archie. Dana, Sushi, Flea, Robert, and Prince. Ohio State, Indiana, Texas Tech, Georgia. Well, there's them. You know what, though? If you're – we're going back to what, the old school 4 that we're going off of? Kurt's like, oh, best win. They beat Georgia. Yeah, well, you lost to Florida State, too. So you also got the best win and the worst loss. 3 losses, Kurt. Shut up. Kirk Herbstreit just clown. 6 was the number, Giovanni. 6 was the number. But the SEC wants to whine because they want – I mean, let's be honest. They're going to pump this up to 14 teams and 16 teams, and who's getting in? Texas gets in. Vanderbilt gets in. Soon to be a Tennessee. I mean, their guy was on the TV last night saying they have 7 teams in the tournament. Six at-larges. How the hell the SEC bottom is such trash? Oh, what a tough win for Alabama and Auburn. Auburn's one win in the SEC. It's a tough place to play. They have 1 win. Oklahoma shouldn't be in there. Oklahoma's terrible. They got no offense. You took Florida State out because they had a bad offense, and they won their championship. Yeah, this is all about it's a SEC. Ridiculous. Falcons are on a 6.5. The Hawks lose outright to Kirk Cousins. I don't care. I don't care what the Seattle line is. Do not care. Seattle. They can't beat a couple ranked teams all in a row because you got teams like Missouri and Tennessee who haven't beat a team. They just lose to you guys, and they think it's like, oh, they lost a tough game. You got to keep them ranked. I don't know if it was easy to pick. I don't know if it was. It was easy to pick 4. Yeah, it's easy to pick 4 when you get the Big 10, the Big 12, and the SEC. And if Miami would have won, except they lost twice as a double-digit favorite, that'd be simple 4. But it's tough to do that when you had at the time the Pac-12, and that's why again, if they would have had 6, the Pac-10 still would have been in effect. So you would have had the Big 10, the Big 12, the Pac-10, SEC, ACC, and a Group 5. Piece of cake. And if the Group 5 was terrible, they did get their SEC runner-up or whatever crap. If you're not going to make your championship game, you shouldn't be in the playoffs. Prince, Philadelphia, 2.5. Chargers, 41.5. I need a pick. I need a pick for tomorrow night. Marty Smith, Alabama. Best win of the season on the road to Georgia. How come they're not putting their loss in here? Why didn't you put the loss in to a 5-7 Florida State team? Why is that not listed? Okay. Galen says they shouldn't be penalized for the championship game. Good. BYU's in. BYU shouldn't be penalized. All right. Yeah, exactly. BYU should be in. Alabama making the case for BYU. So, Prince, you got to give me a pick on Philly and the Chargers. 2.5, 41.5. There's the NFL. I'm more concerned. This is driving me crazy, this nonsense. And even Miami, dude, you lost twice as a double-digit favorite. I don't think you should be in there. It's bad. That's bad. Caps in the house. SMU lost last year's ACC championship game by field goal and got dropped 2 spots. Nobody cried the teams will opt out from now on. Alabama lose by 21, and people are demanding they make the playoffs. Insane. Absolutely. Absolutely. Good stuff there. KG. Well, Prince, I don't know where Prince disappeared to. There are the picks again. Put them in the chat. Ay, ay, ay. 31-17 lost to Florida State. Cap likes the Packers today. Vegas in the points. All right. Houston in the points. I get it. Jags. I can't disagree. Chargers plus 2.5. You're in. Dana, Sushi, and Flea are who we're missing. They still have till tomorrow night, so. And I'll be back tonight with midday, look at lines tonight. Again, don't miss out. Put the notification bell on for look at lines this evening. And, of course, midday money tomorrow. Straight to schedule head-to-head. Competitive outcomes without incentivizing margin of victory. Interesting. Unavailability to key players. Interesting. Okay. Here we go. Oh, Tony K's in the house. Tony K, I'm. You know, I hate the college football playoffs, and I go off on every time whether I'm on Gambler's World or doing videos for Picks and Parlays, Winners, Whiners, whatever. I just terrible. I got you, Di. You are covered. You are in. You are in. They should not be in the. No. You're welcome. Caps coming with some college hoops for everybody today. Wright State, Central Florida, Cornell, and Mizzou. I got a bunch of college basketball. I can't help myself, even though I'm just it's killing me right now. I'm 87 and 88. Just wiping out the winnings. 500's not good. You're welcome. All right, Oregon minus 21.5 over James Madison. Ole Miss 17.5 over Tulane. Notre Dame a 5.5-point favorite over Oklahoma. A&M a 4.5-point dog to Alabama. Iowa State declines a bowl bid. Here's another one. We're going to go off on these guys too. You're going to decline a bowl bid? I want a refund on my no money. Dan Campbell loses. They're not taking a bowl game. That's a partial nil refund. I'm going to sit out. You're paid now. You can't sit out. Give the money back. Alabama in. A four-way tiebreaker gets them in the championship game. So they arguably the fifth best team in the SEC gets in. So we need to take everybody from the SEC. That's what's said here. Keep Alabama, get rid of Oklahoma. Get rid of Ole Miss. How's Ole Miss in? They don't have a coach. FanDuel lines up. A&M over Alabama. Notre Dame over Oklahoma. I mentioned the Oregon and the Ole Miss lines. Undefeated Florida State left out of the college football playoffs. These people don't remember 2 years ago, but somehow we're going to not play a championship game ever if Alabama doesn't make it with their 3 losses. Get the freak out of here with this crap. Unbelievable. Come on with this nonsense. Jazz again. That's your spot, Jazz. First quarter in Utah. No one's got anything to say here about the freaking college football. I know it's NFL Sunday. I don't even care about the NFL. I mean, the plays are in. We've already done all that stuff. We'll see how that plays out. We'll see. Who do I got today? Washington under, like the Jets. I sort of like the Titans a little bit here. Ravens line's coming down. I think Seattle still wins. Jags in the over. Tampa Bay. I mean, well, that line's come down. So good. That makes sense. Saints with the 8 there. Cincy with the points. Vegas with the points. Chicago with the points. 10 on the road for Rams is tough. Michael B doesn't care about college football. Oh, Vandy gets. I don't know if Vandy should get it. Who did Vandy beat? Who did they beat? Nobody. They beat Tennessee and Missouri, who beat one winning team. Those 2 teams, the only team they beat with a winning record was East Tennessee. Number 1 team, Indiana. We know this. All right. Looks like Miami's in. Sooners. There we go. Are you kidding me with freaking Alabama again in here? Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Ohio State gets the 2. Boy, how isn't Georgia the 2? Who'd Ohio State beat? Who'd they beat? Indiana beat Oregon and Ohio State. Who'd Indiana beat? Michigan? Bro, that is terrible. And listen, you hear me bashing the SEC, but come on. What the hell? How is that? Bro, this is ridiculous. Is it? You know why? You know why they pull this crap? So when they stick Alabama in there, like, well, we didn't bias. We have the Georgia 3. Held the team to minus 3 yards rushing, and how are they there? They lost. This got to be good for BYU if you're not penalizing teams for losses. BYU better still be in this playoff. I mean, they Texas Tech doesn't move. Don't want to lay the big number with Stanford. The number is what it is there. I do Stanford. Andrew's in the house. Good to see you. Oregon Ducks. Yeah, it's crazy they get in because they're only who they lose to, right? They lost to Indiana at home. Again, Indiana beat Ohio State and Oregon. Who did Ohio State beat? Michigan. Here's the 5 seed Oregon. Here we go. Speaking of Oregon, here they go. Ole Miss is 6. Why? Why is Ole Miss 6? They got no coach. Terrible. Yeah, Oregon's tough, but again, you lost Indiana. Ole Miss ahead of A&M makes sense because A&M didn't beat anybody. They played Texas and lost. How is A&M behind Ole Miss? A&M beats Notre Dame. Ole Miss beat Oklahoma. Oklahoma's trash, but it's strength of schedule 41. So here's Oklahoma. How the hell does Oklahoma get this? How does this team in here? They didn't put freaking Florida State in because of a bad offense. They're putting freaking Oklahoma in here. Get the hell out of here. Can't wait to play whoever plays Oklahoma. All right. So nothing's changed since last week. So BYU, this should be BYU, Notre Dame. You know? No, the 12 seed is going to be who? James Madison? Alabama. Get the freak out of here. Where's BYU? How's come BYU's not in? Whatever this crap. JK's in the house. How the hell is it? This is what a joke. Well, no, it's got to be Notre Dame. Miami can't get in. Miami's in. Notre Dame's out. Move a spot. Miami shouldn't be in. Tech is a good defense. I like Tech. I'm not saying Tech shouldn't be top 4. I'm just saying how Ohio State didn't lose any grounds for losing. Alabama lost their 3rd game, didn't lose any ground. How's BYU out? They're only lost an entire year to Texas Tech. It should be in. Well, here comes Tulane and James Madison. Ugh. The Indiana is really good. I'll tell you what. I'm taking James Madison against Oregon. That's it. That's a wrap. What a joke. What a joke Alabama's in. No BYU. Ridiculous. Vikings under. The Jets, money line. Jaguars, money line. Over. Jaguars. Saints. The Bengals, the Bears. A lot of doggies today under Kansas City, 941.5. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. BYU's lost to the number 4 team twice. Alabama lost to Florida State. Whatever. I'm out of here. Look at lines tonight. I can't take this nonsense. Good luck. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.